Good evening. Good evening and welcome to our honors night. My name is David Bernatavitz, Mr. B, and I'm the assistant head of school, dean of the upper school here at Mount Vernon Academy. Just a few housekeeping needs to take care of prior to getting started. We have many award winners tonight, and at times we'll be going fast and furious. All right. Students, when your name is called, okay, please come up to my left, your right, okay, and we'll enter the stairs on this side, and after you receive your award, we'll do a picture here, smile nicely, and then you'll exit to the right side and check in with Miss Parker after you receive your award. Some awards will be distributed at the table where Miss Parker is seated. So with that, I'm going to begin the ceremony by introducing our MC, Ms. Skylar Gagliardo and Mr. Kevin Harris.
Good evening, everyone, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the stars of the night, our students.
Welcome to this year's Honors Night. We're thrilled to have you here as we celebrate the hard work, brilliance, and let's be honest, some serious academic riz that our students have shown throughout the year.
Bet. Now we know what you're thinking. Honors Night on a school night, but don't worry, we'll keep it right, keep it tight, and still make sure that our students get the recognition they truly deserve.
No cap. Tonight, we're here to shine a spotlight on achievement, not just in academic, but in creativity and growth and in resilience. Whether it's mastering a complex equation, crafting a thought-provoking essay, or bringing to stage to life with art or music.
These students have shown up and shown out. To our parents and guardians, thank you for being the original hype squad. Carpooling, proofreading, cheerleading, and yes, maybe helping with just a few late-night projects.
You know who you are.
Your support has been essential to these students' journeys, and tonight is as much yours as it is theirs.
To our incredible faculty and staff, your commitment to teaching, guiding, and occasionally decoding teenage slang deserves its own round of applause. Whether it was explaining the Pythagorean theorem for the 100th time, or reminding students that yes, this will be on the test.
Cue eye roll.
Your work makes moments like this possible.
And to our students, tonight is about you. You've worked hard, you've pushed through, and you've grown in more ways than just height. We are so proud of you, not just for what you've accomplished, but for who you're becoming. So take this moment in, enjoy it, and remember, you've earned this.
For real. Now let's kick things off and celebrate the talent, the dedication, and yes, the academic slay of our honorees.
Slay all day.
Now, without further ado, let's begin this evening of celebration, reflection, and inspiration. To all the honorees, congratulations on your remarkable achievements. May tonight serve as a testament to your hard work, dedication, and your boundless potential.
Once again, welcome to Honors Night. We begin by welcoming our Night for the Cure sponsor, Mrs. Margaret Price, to the stage.
Good evening. I would like to invite to the stage a few of the student leads of the Night for the Cure Planning Committee. Sophie Ressler, Stelly Boblin, Mackenzie Savage, Parker Simpkins, and Madison Castleberry. I'd also like to welcome to the stage representatives from Cornerstone Hospice. That would be Carol Felder, And I'll also welcome representatives from the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation, Kay Simpson, Beverly Key, and Joe Holt. April 11th, 2025 marked the 16th year of our annual Night for the Cure. NFC is an MBA community-wide fundraising and awareness event held on our campus that supports cancer research, local organization initiatives, and a shared commitment to honoring those whose lives have been touched by cancer. Now, the student leads will share this year's totals and present the donations.
Hello everyone, my name is Sophie Ressler and I was the director of this year's Night for the Cure. We would like to thank once again all of the families, sponsors, and people who participated this year. We are so grateful for your support, for showing up, buying merchandise, and helping to reach our fundraising goals.
Hi everyone, my name's Maddie Castleberry and I was this year's co-director for Night for the Cure. Next year I will be the director of Night for the Cure and I am so happy to announce that at this year's event we raised $12,000.
Hi everyone, my name is Stelly Bobolin and I was this year's Director of Ceremonies and Luminaries. We will be donating $6,000 to Cornerstone Hospice and $6,000 to the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation. Thank you.
The Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation will be presenting at a later date a plaque to Mount Vernon Academy thanking the student group for their work. At this time, please welcome Mark Field.
Hi, good evening. Every 12th grade student is invited to give a senior speech, and all members of the Head of School Leadership Institute and the Distinguished Scholars Group at Mount Vernon Academy must present a speech. A committee of faculty and administrators voted on senior speeches and came up with what they felt were the top 3. I would like to introduce the 3rd place winner of the senior speeches, and that is Miss Sophie Ressler.
Hi again, everyone. 6 weeks, half my summer, away from what was familiar in the tiny village of Sainte-Foy-de-Montgomery, Normandy, France. A village so small that only 200 people lived there, boasting a church and tiny community center as the only gathering places. As I gazed out the window of my grandfather's car, I saw only bright yellow fields and cow pastures blurring by. I pondered what awaited me. Initially, I anticipated a leisurely summer filled with reading in the garden and indulging in fresh baguettes. Instead, I was greeted with a demanding schedule of tennis, bridge, piano, and French lessons, activities that were as foreign to me as the landscape. At first, these challenges were daunting. Tennis balls zoomed past me, piano keys seemed to rebel, and French verbs twisted my tongue. The game of bridge, utterly baffling. I remember feeling isolated by my failures, trapped in a cycle of frustration. But a pivotal moment came 3 weeks in, during a tense bridge game with my grandfather. After a particularly poor card choice, he questioned my decision, and in a moment of vulnerability, I expressed feeling stupid. I expected comfort, but instead he chuckled and advised, "You need to be more humble." Initially stunned, I soon realized that humility was not about self-deprecation, but about releasing unrealistic expectations and embracing the learning process. This shift in perspective was transformative. Each stumble in piano or mispronunciation in French became not a defeat, but a part of my journey. I began to play music not to achieve perfection, but to experience the melodies, to embrace the laughter following my linguistic mistakes instead of dwelling on them. As my curiosity grew, so did my appreciation for the rich history and tranquil beauty of Sainte-Foy. I listened intently to my grandfather's stories, immersing myself in the environment that I had once worried would be too quiet, too still. I learned that curiosity isn't just about having interest, it's about pushing through discomfort to discover what lies beyond. This experience taught me that learning is not merely a checklist of accomplishments, but an ongoing, engaging story, one discovery at a time. Those 6 weeks in a quiet French town were not just a test of endurance, but a journey filled with invaluable lessons. So, when you find yourself in unfamiliar territory, remember, embrace the challenges, let go of expectations, and let curiosity guide you. It is in these moments that we truly grow and learn the most. Thank you.
Good evening. We are proud to recognize tonight 3 of our students who've been admitted to military academies. I'd like to first start off with Aiden Henley, and he's going to be represented by Commander Andrew Ashby of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Good evening, folks. I am Lieutenant Commander Andrew Ashby, and I'll be presenting this offer of appointment to the United States Naval Academy, which many years ago this scholarship is valued at over $300,000. The United States Naval Academy, Annapolis, Maryland, the superintendent of the United States Naval Academy takes great pleasure in recognizing with this certificate of accomplishment the selection of Aiden Wyatt Henley for an offer of appointment to the United States Naval Academy with the class of 2029, signed Yvette Davids, Vice Admiral, United States Navy.
Next, it's my pleasure to call up William Huang and Sean Verma, and they're represented by Captain Brian Davis of U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
On behalf of the President of the United States of America and the Superintendent of the United States Military Academy, I take great pleasure in presenting this certificate of appointment to Sean Verma and William Huang. Signed, Steve Gilland, Lieutenant General, United States Army, who was my classmate at West Point in 1990. Go Army.
We will now honor each of our subject area award recipients, starting with Ms. Tiffany Pyland and the English Department Awards.
Good evening. At this time, I would like to welcome my fellow English teachers to the stage for the awards. All right. For English 1 and 2, Gabriela Carvalho. For English 1 and 2 honors, Isabella Salgado. For English 3 and 4, Kiara Milani. For English 3 and 4 honors, Daniel Fluck Lozano. For AP Language, Ruhi Ru Matwani. For AP Literature, Ariana Paria. For AP Seminar and Research, Ruhi Ru Matwani. For Creative Writing, Xavier LaCroix. For Journalism, Gracie Laster. And finally, for Yearbook, Willa Jean Mark Esteim. And at this time, I would like to welcome Mrs. Rebecca Martinez to present the ESL Awards.
For the ESL Award, Peter Ba. ESL Level 2 Award, Leo Guy. The ESL Level 3 Award, Joaquina Valenzuela. Now I'd like to welcome Ms. Espinel for World Languages.
Good evening. For beginning French, we have Junia Maus. For intermediate French, Kyra Tati. AP French Language, Dalia Ahern. Beginning Spanish, Yasmin Lachana. Intermediate Spanish, Jade Bucci. Spanish for Native and Heritage Speakers, Sebastián Orozco. AP Spanish Literature, Mariana Gonzalez Hernandez. AP Spanish Language, Sofia Amador Sáenz. And Outstanding World Language for French with Alessandro Kelly. I'll now be presenting Ms. Dietrich for math.
For Algebra 1, Yasmin Lachana. In Geometry, Olivia Bedard. Algebra 2, Hung Lee. Statistics, Oliver Brown. Advanced Algebra and Trigonometry, Ayo Aguni. Math for College Readiness, Alexa Fox. For Pre-Calculus, Max Faust. AP Pre-Calculus, Selma Haddad. For Calculus, Lacey Jackson. AP Calculus AB, Jaden Chan. AP Calculus BC, Lian Liu. And AP Statistics, JP Fortes Rivero.
Good evening. I'm very pleased this evening to be able to recognize our second place winner for senior speech, and that's Kareem Alami.
حريتي أنا أكون كما لا يريدون لي أنا أكون. My freedom is to be what they don't want me to be. There are certain things you learn early. You learn that your name holds weight before you even introduce yourself. You learn that some people hear where you're from and suddenly see you differently. You learn that being Arab in the US isn't just about who you are. It's about how much of yourself you're allowed to be. I'll never forget my first time in the US. Back in 2019, my mother, my sister, and I had just landed in DC. We got into a cab from the airport, and at some point, the driver turned around and asked, "Where are you from?" And for a moment, none of us spoke. Not because we didn't know the answer, but because we knew we had to choose it carefully. I remember the pause, the glance between my mother and my sister, the silent agreement in that split second before my mother finally said, London, London. Not Palestinian, not Syrian. Because we didn't know who we were talking to. Because we didn't know what saying the truth would lead to. Because we had already been taught that where we're from is not always something we should say out loud. That was the first time I truly understood what it meant to be aware. My parents had always told me to keep my guard up, but that moment made it real. That weight, that decision making, that constant awareness that comes with carrying an identity that isn't always understood, isn't always welcomed, isn't always safe. That's why I was raised to watch, to listen, to read the room, to be seen, but not too seen, heard, but not too loud, present, but not too present, because too much of anything makes people uncomfortable. And for a while, I let that guide me. I spoke carefully, I answered selectively, I held my identity close, but never too close. But eventually, I started asking myself, what exactly am I protecting? Because no matter how much I try to soften my identity, no matter how much I adjust, I will always be who I am. My name will always carry the weight of my history. My voice will always carry the echoes of my culture. My presence will always be shaped by the generations before me. And while some people might see that as something to fear, I've come to see it as something to celebrate. Because I'm Palestinian, I'm Syrian, I'm Arab. And that doesn't just mean where I'm from. It means what I come from. I come from long, crowded lunches where 20 people somehow fit around a table built for 10. From the sound of Debke shoes hitting tile floors in perfect rhythm and being surrounded by the people who know the steps by heart. I come from loud storytelling, from cousins who are more like siblings, from kitchens that never seem to close. I come from the smell of za'atar in the morning and cardamom in our coffee, from late nights that always end with tea and conversations that always go a little too deep, from traditions that don't need to be explained to be understood, only felt. That is what my name carries. So, yes, I'm aware. Yes, I keep my guard up, but I will not apologize for existing. I will not shrink myself down for the comfort of others. I will not filter who I am just to make myself easier to digest. I will say my name the way it was meant to be said. Because while I may have learned to be cautious, I've also learned something else. There is power in being exactly who you are, even when the world around you says not to be. My name is Kareem Bashar Zakaria Naif Al-Alami. Thank you.
Thank you, Kareem. Now here's Mr. Burke in our Social Studies Department.
Okay, that's not fair to follow that. Somebody's cutting onions over there. Kareem, where are you at? Where are you at? That was... I know why I became a teacher, and that's why I'm still a teacher. Thank you for that speech. I'd like to present the Social Studies Awards, starting with our Advanced Placement History Award, presented to Laven Parker. The Global Studies Award, presented to Tracy Pham. The Advanced Placement Economics Award to Sam Yunke. The Advanced Placement U.S. Government and Advanced Placement Comparative Government Award to Jacob Novus. The Social Studies Elective Award to Kiera Casey. The Advanced Placement Psychology Award to Leon Liu. The Outstanding History Award to Christopher Wathington. The Historical Thinking and Achievement in a Social Studies Award to Alexa Fox. And finally, the Overall Academic Social Studies Award to Christy Kodka.
Hello. I'm a little short, so, well, that's good enough. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I'm really, really excited to share the awards for our science department, so we'll just get right to it. The first category we have is our top student in life science at the AP level, which is going to be given by Mrs. Alyssa Stranskov. And this year, the recipient is Maria Clara Rocha Martins Ferreira. I practiced that, Maria. Okay, life science at the honors level, as presented by Mr. David Jones, is Judina Mius. Our life science college prep, presented by Mrs. Sarah Schlessel, goes to Raquel Teixeira e Silva. Next up, we have physical science at the AP level, presented by Mr. Sawyer Belts. Congratulations, Kobe Wu. Our physical science honors level, presented by Dr. Rachel Ramirez, goes to Ms. Caitlin Reed. Good job. Our Physical Science College Prep Award, presented by Dr. Dennis Saller. Congratulations, EJ Sao. And our top student across all of our science electives this year, given out by Dr. Joshua Moncada. Congratulations, Sarah Feldman. Finally, I am so excited to be able to present our last award to our top senior. And in the science department, our top senior award goes to the student who has excelled to the AP level across all the different branches of science that we offer, including physics, biology, chemistry, even environmental science. And we're very excited this year to congratulate Phoenix Connick. I'm going to step back and give my congratulations and then introduce the next department. All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Mr. Matt Peretz, the department head of our computer science and engineering.
Thank you and good evening. As the students can testify, I have absolutely no talent at names, so if I mispronounce a name, my apologies. For AP Computer Science A, Ben Chang. For AP Computer Science Principals, Christy Kadaka. For 3D Design and Printing, Chris Russo. For Game Builders, Andrew Bourne. For Sports Media, James Bova. Recognition for Sustained Excellence in Sports Media, Andrew Chikensky. For Engineering, Kaya Granakos. For Robotics, Johnny Draudry. And finally, for EA Sports Gaming, Lila Fulcher Vargas. Thank you very much.
Good evening, I'm Christy Tubbs, and I would like to start off with drawing, and drawing goes to Isabella Salgado. Painting, Sebastian Hediati. Foundations of Art, Gurbani Star. Studio, Alexa Fox. Filmmaking 1, presented by Mr. Oscar Torres, Sebastian Salas. Filmmaking 2, Andrew Kim. Digital Photography 1, Isha Chima. Digital Photography 2, Sarah Feldman. Ceramics, presented by Miss Rose McAvoy, Sarai Vicente. Advanced Ceramics, Gracie Rydell. And Crafts for Mrs. Rhonda Ross, Pietra Ucles.
Would like to continue with the Arts Awards, recognizing in the performing arts area, presented by Mrs. Jessica Burt Paz for dance, Cece Wang. Presented by Mr. Andres Villa, first for guitar, Ashlyn Cunningham. And for strings and orchestra, Vasu Gadaparthi. Presented by Mr. Aubrey Connelly Candelario, first for vocal music and choir, Beatriz Correa. And for AP Music Theory, Tracy Pham. And presented by Mr. Adrian Wright Ahern for theater, Maria Julia McLeod. While those students are finishing coming up, I do want to make special mention. We had our awards night on Monday night in the auditorium, and the top 3 awards, one for theater, one for music, and one for dance, were handed out that evening. So those people already have their awards. You do not need to come up, but I do want to recognize each of those winners. For the Music Conservatory, the Outstanding Music Conservatory Student of the Year, I just left my mind. Maddie Hogan. Boy, it just left my mind, just like that. The top dance student from the Dance Conservatory was Estela Caratini Cintron. And the Outstanding Theater Student of the Year was Kaya Granakis. Congratulations to those people. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium Dr. Taylor Sherwin and Mr. Samidi and Mrs. Himmel for their Competing Academic Team Awards.
Good evening, everyone. So I will not take up too much of our time here. I know it is precious. There are exams, there's finals, all the things. But I just want to take the time to really acknowledge these incredible students that I think I can speak for every teacher that they've ever had are just so incredibly humbling. It's like not even funny, okay? These students of academic team are absolutely incredible. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the graduating seniors this year. Many of them have been in this team for 4 years, maybe more, question mark, middle school. And they've just been amazing. They've left an indelible mark on this school and on this team, and they are truly just ambassadors of learning, so thank you. The names of the academic team for this year include Laven Parker, Jacob Novus, Vasu Gadaparthi, Ali Chima, John Droddy, Alexa Fox. Titus DeClerc. Juliana Barbieri. Malena Wang. Ooh, we got more names, guys. We're that great. Nathan Diaz. Maria Clara Rocha Martins Ferreira. Dexter Clark. Sarah Feldman. Ashley Garcia. Emily Lapuble. Isha Chima. Francis Jones. Quentin Gunasekara. And Leon Liu. Thank you guys for an incredible season.
Hang on, guys. We have one more. With all this talent, we need to get them all in the picture. Thank you. Now our math club sponsors.
For Math Olympics this year, we had 2 teams competing at Lake Sumter State College. So blessed and so proud that both of our teams actually placed first and second place at Lake Sumter of over 25 teams. So congratulations to all 8 competing. Those members were Ali Chima, Leon Liu, Ilya Lukanov, Max Zhang. As well as Ningning Wang, Amy Zhang, Rishi Gandhi, and JP Fortes Ribeiro. Congratulations to both teams. Wonderful job, guys.
Thank you to Ms. Dietrich and Dr. Browdy for your leadership with this wonderful team. Again, that was quite an accomplishment. First place of about 29 teams, I think it was, and also second place, all right, with the 2 different teams. So amazing. It's such a display of work that's done. And as I say to all of our teachers in a situation like that, that starts down lower middle school. That just doesn't happen when students come to upper school. So that speaks a whole lot for the entire school math curriculum. So great job with them. Now I'm going to turn it over to our computer science team.
Let me adjust it for the short person here. I am very pleased to welcome to the stage our robotics programming, or our programming team, and then our robotics team. Continuing the bragging, our programming team this year, along with Coach Matt Peretz, first place in their division at Lockheed Martin's Code Fest. So very proud of this group. Will the following students please report to the stage for your proper recognition? Leon Liu, Rishi Gandhi, Stephen Chen, Benjamin Chiang, Fu Reed, and Ethan Castillo. Now I'd like to welcome Mrs. Chris Burrell. As she's coming to the stage, again, I'd like to brag because this robotics team had a fantastic season this year. Not only did they qualify and win in their states, but they also traveled to Dallas, Texas, to Vex Worlds, brought home a judges award. There are 820 teams at Vex Worlds. 10,000 teams globally, only 820 were invited to Worlds. We were one. 83 teams were in their division. Only 11 awards were given in that division, and we brought home medals. So congratulations to the robotics team. Titus DeClerc, John Drawdy, Ben, don't sit down. Ben Chiang. Next, Mr. Burke and Ms. Hoyle.
Hello again. I'm Mr. Burke. I'm one of the co-captains of the Model United Nations team, along with Ms. Marco Hoyle. The Model United Nations program has been at Montford now for 10 years, as the title says, a decade of diplomacy. It's a speech and debate style competitive organization that travels around the U.S., Florida, and this year we'll be attending the national conference again for the third time in Washington, D.C., hosted by Georgetown University. Before I call the next group of officers up on the stage, first I'd like to recognize all the students who have participated in Model UN at any point this year or the last few years. If you could just stand where you are, I'd like to give them a round of applause, please, because I wish I could invite them all on stage. And where they're seated, I'm not going to call them up on stage for time, but our outgoing seniors represented our officer group this year. Christy Kodka is our Secretary General, if you could stand when I say your name there. Felicia Bellevue is Deputy Secretary General. Alexa Fox as Undersecretary of Policy. Stelly Boblin as Development. And Vasu Gadaparthi as Administration. Sorry, I flipped the titles around. Vasu Gadaparthi as well. All 5 of those seniors were involved in Model UN for all 4 years, and I am extremely grateful for their dedication and bringing the Model UN program to new heights this year, far beyond what I could have imagined starting it 10 years ago. So for next year's 2025-2026 officers, I'd like to recognize them at the stage at this time. Our incoming Secretary General, Jacob Novus. Our Deputy Secretary General, Carrington Helms. The Undersecretary of Policy, Juliana Barbieri. The Undersecretary of Administration, Nora Chima. And our Undersecretary of Development, Alyssa Gunham. And I'd like to welcome back to the stage Mr. David Bernatavitz.
Thank you, Mr. Burke. In the upper school at Montverde Academy, we have 7 student leadership groups representing the student body in various aspects of service to the academy. These groups are Arts and Athletics Leadership Committee, Disciplinary Committee, Eagle Ambassadors, Honor Council, Student Government Association, Prefects, and the Head of School Advisory Council. These groups together make up the upper school head of school leadership team. We would like to thank the students for their service in these 7 leadership groups throughout the 24-25 school year. If you're a senior, outgoing senior, and served in the HLI, please stand to be recognized. Again, thank you for your leadership. You have done an amazing job leading the academy. They all have received their pens commemorating their leadership roles during their advisory meeting this past week. At this time, Mrs. Price from the Dean of Students Office will identify the newly appointed members of each of the groups who will partner with the returning members to serve Montverde Academy in the 25-26 school year. We'd like to invite Mr. Hopman to the stage as Ms. Price recognizes these students. Thank you.
First, the Arts and Athletics Leadership Committee. Ms. Savannah Montez, Mr. Jacob Sloan, and Mary Kay Rath have been the sponsors for this year. Please join me on the stage. Arts and Athletics is a group of students chosen from the leadership of their respective disciplines, representing the interests and uniqueness of the performance-based programs of Montverde Academy. Through their position as some of the most visible and recognizable faces of the Academy, these students have the opportunity to learn leadership skills unique to the demand of high-profile and public figures, as well as skills to help them prepare for leadership at the next level. As leaders in their discipline, these students are prepared to return to their individual teams and programs to share those leadership skills. Students, when your name is called, please come to the stage, take a photo, and then pick up your pen from Ms. Parker at the side of the stage. For 2025-26, please welcome Sophia Amador Science, Christopher Shebu, Aubrey Harry, Madeline Hogan, Madison Castleberry, Titus DeClerc, Will Moss, Arima Turner, and Gavin Ionelli. Next, we'll ask Ms. Candace Dietrich and Mr. Lance Walsworth to please come to the stage. Oh, great, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones is here, wonderful. They have been the faculty advisors for the disciplinary committee for this year. The disciplinary committee is a group of upper school students who represent the diversity of the student population appointed by the head of school. The disciplinary committee works with the administrators, teachers, and students to uphold the academy's rules and convenes as needed to hear the facts of cases in which major rules have allegedly been violated, and they make recommendations to the dean of students. For 2025-26, Junshi Gruish, Ru Matwani, Ria Bish, as they are taking their photos, I'd like to welcome Ms. Yani Irizarry Rivera and Ms. Tracy Hayes. They will welcome the incoming Eagle ambassadors. Thank you. The Eagle ambassadors go through an application and interview process. Students chosen will possess excellent communication skills, exhibit leadership, initiative, and enthusiasm. Eagle ambassadors are to maintain high honor roll status, be on the excellent citizenship list, and be involved in the MBA community. Eagle ambassadors assist with campus tours along with other admission tasks. For 2025-26, Adam Townsend, Jason Metger, Oliver Anderson, Wiljean Mark, Melissa Zanoni, Emily Nguyen, Haya Ganyayam, Ria Gupta, and Nibia Rivera Alvarez. As they are preparing for their photo, I'd like to invite to the stage the faculty advisors for our Honor Council. Please come to the stage, Mrs. Caballero and Ms. Pylan. The Honor Council is a group of upper school students who represent the diversity of the student population and are appointed by the head of school. The Honor Council works with administrators, teachers, and students to uphold the tenets of the Montverde Academy Honor Code, which aims to develop a determination in our students to lead honorable lives and convenes as needed to hear the facts of cases that have potentially broken the Honor Code. For 2025-26, Corin Scott, Madeline Hogan, Daniel Fluck Lozano, and Mira Patel. As the Honor Council prepares for their photo, I'd like to call the MBA student government sponsor, Ms. Angie Helm, to the stage. The student government provides a connection with the administration to promote positive change and serve as a conduit for student concerns in support of the well-being of all MBA students. Through student leadership, NBA's SGA will create a positive environment of encouragement, understanding, and student scholarship. For 25-26, the freshman class officers will be elected in August. I will begin announcing the sophomore class officers. President Samdi Gandhi. Vice President, A.J. Jackson. Secretary, Krisha Patel. Treasurer Historian, Alyssa Diaz. For the junior class, President, Allison Ryan. Vice President, Ethan Hun. Secretary, Akila Shirley. Treasurer Historian, Madison Castleberry. For our senior class SGA officers, President, Leiter Rexton. Vice President, Elena Friedman. Secretary, Christina Stankova. Treasurer Historian, Rue Matwani. As SGA takes their photo, I'd like to invite Ms. Kirsten Kaufman up to the stage. We will welcome the 25-26 prefects. Thank you. The Prefect Program is a student-led leadership group that encourages communication and interaction between students and administration to enhance the student residential experience. Specifically, prefects support the residential faculty in providing a positive experience for all boarding students. Additionally, the prefect's responsibilities influence and impact the entire student body by working with the student government in planning and overseeing assemblies and consulting with the school leadership in guiding the advisory program. Students in this program must maintain excellent citizenship status. For 2025-26, our prefects are Gina Lee, Giselle Howard, Sadie Capso-Cavathis, Arima Turner, Jaden Chan, Kobe Wu, Miles Outerbridge, Fiona Valtonen, Amanda Goncalves Contrim Diaz, Amy Zhang, Benjamin Savage, Max Irving, and the head prefects for 25-26, Ayo Aigunie and Akani Sitoli. As the prefects take their photo, please also welcome Mrs. Kimberly Brahman.
Price Up went through a lot of pages there. Whew. Distinguished Scholars Program was developed to offer students a path toward some of the most competitive college admissions by providing opportunities for intellectual rigor. In order to successfully complete the program, these students are expected to dedicate themselves to the highest level of scholastic pursuit. The seniors who have completed all these requirements of the program were recognized at the college signing ceremony on April 30th and will be honored by walking first at the baccalaureate and graduation ceremonies. I will say that there was talk about the academic rigor. We had a lot of signings that were at some great colleges this year. I'm so excited for them. This year, we have 44 new inductees into the Distinguished Scholar Program. Will these students please come forward as your name is called? You'll come up this side of the stage, down that side of the stage, get your pin from Miss Parker, and you're gonna sit in the bleachers for the picture because there's so many of you. For 9th grade, we have Rowan Baer, Olivia Bedard, Isha Chima, Howen Windy Wu, Corbin Hun, Beckett Lee, Robert Rideout, Isabella Hidalgo, and Zealand Grace Zhu. Now they get to maintain those standards all the way through high school. For grade 10, Layla Berry, Mariana Bustamante Garcia, Frank Jones, Samara Cadora, Isabella Lels, Jason Metzinger, Allison Ryan, Julia Sale, Evelyn Shore, and Allison Torch. And last but definitely not least, grade 11, Oliver Anderson, Nonan Burrell, Isabella Caltagarone, Juliana Dorvan, Junshi Zhao, Victor Gamales Bakaka, Elliot Gunasakara, Taylor Hill, Tatriana Hines, Angela Liu, Rue Matwani, Charlotte Newton, Willa Poland, Kayla Rameshwarani, Ryder Reckstein, Nibia Rivera Alvarez, Christopher Russo, Nicole Sanchez, Corin Scott, and Addison Thomas. I think this program gets bigger and bigger every year, and it makes me so proud because there's no subjectivity to this. They either meet the standard or they don't. And the fact that we have more and more students meeting that standard is just truly amazing to me. So please give them one more round of applause as they're sitting in the stand to get their picture.
You need to go get your picture taken with them.
And I would like to invite Mr. Wexler to the stage.
Okay. The Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Scholarship Each year, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute awards one rising senior at each school a $160,000 scholarship to attend Rensselaer Polytechnic. This year, our scholarship winner is Stephen Chun.
Congratulations, Stephen. Mr. Alan Lane will be presenting the Sons of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award. Mr. Lane is the former president of the Lake Sumter chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution. He resides in Winter Garden, Florida, with his wife of 54 years. Did we change that? Is it 55 now? 56. 56.
Don't tell my wife. Don't tell her.
We need to update the script. He was born and raised in North Carolina and graduated Phi Beta Kappa from the University of North Carolina in 1969. Mr. Lane received an MA from Central Michigan University in 1972. After service as a commissioned officer in the U.S. Air Force, Mr. Lane entered duty as a special agent with the FBI, retiring from that career in 2000. One of his sons is captain with the area police department and represents the fourth consecutive generation of law enforcement officers in the family. Wow, that's awesome. His other son is an IT specialist with the local university. His wife was a career teacher, administrator, and is currently active with the DAR. The student has been at Montverde Academy for the last 4 years. Do you know who it is?
Yes.
Do you want to announce it?
I will.
I love that.
That'll give me a nice thing to do.
Here's a little write-up on it.
I've already got it. Okay. Thank you. Always a pleasure to come to Montverde. Seems like I've seen some pretty good basketball teams play in this room. But it's our pleasure and our honor to be invited to come out here and recognize students for their citizenship, their integrity, their willingness to ultimately to be good citizens and serve their country in that way. The particular student who will receive this award has been at Montverde Academy for the last 2 years. He has a true passion for history. I love history, so he has a true passion for history in the classroom. He is a respected leader on the varsity lacrosse team. He has an impeccable reputation as a gentleman and a scholar who demonstrates good citizenship with the highest standards of integrity. That's pretty good things to say about somebody as a gentleman and a scholar. Those have real meaning and value in our society. And the high standards of integrity, that's commendable. The upper school recipient for the SAR Citizenship Award is Alex Junka. That'll be good for some spending money. And for your summer reading list, 1776, the cradle of the revolution to independence. Enjoy it, and I guess we're supposed to take a picture. This is your note.
Thank you, Mr. Lane. Congratulations, Alex. Now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Price, who will recognize our Kiwanis Award winner.
Please join us on the stage. Representatives from our Kiwanis Club of Claremont. It's Jessica Whitehouse, Joan Kyle, and Mr. Chuck. I didn't even write your last name down. Mr. Seaver, Mr. Chuck Seaver, please welcome them to the stage. This year, the Kiwanis Club of Claremont is doing something very different. They are awarding a $5,000 scholarship this year to the most deserving Key Club senior at Mount Vernon Academy. The criteria for this award are as follows. The applicant should be of good character, have a minimum of 75 Key Club service hours, and a senior who, upon graduation, will have completed at least one full continuous year at Mount Vernon Academy. Each applicant submits a completed application form, 2 teacher recommendation forms, a resume, and a scholarship application essay addressing 4 specific questions. This year's recipient has actually logged over 1,200 community service hours. And she has served with excellence even beyond our MBA Key Club chapter, including her role as the Lieutenant Governor for our district. All monies granted will be forwarded to the applicant's chosen institution of learning in the form of a check made out to the school and designated for the use of the student. The Kiwanis Award Scholarship recipient is Cadence Whitehouse. Please welcome Mr. Dean Bell back to the stage.
As I stated earlier tonight, on Monday night, we had our Fine Arts Awards banquet and celebrated a lot of things. Amongst those things that we celebrated was 13 seniors that will graduate from the conservatory and will be doing some great things in college. Most of you follow that social media, so you'll see that. As a part of that and celebrating those seniors over the next 3 nights, tonight at Baccalaureate and also at commencement, you will see a lot of this talent perform. And I'm excited tonight to kick that off with 2 conservatory seniors, Sydney Elizabeth Francis and Eros Sanchez, performing Someday from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I used to believe in the days I was naive that I'd live to see a day of justice dawn. And though I will die long
world's older, when things have changed.
Someday, these dreams will all be real. Till then, we'll wish upon the moon. Change will come
One day.
someday.
Montverde Academy is proud to announce that 3 of our seniors have been named finalists in the 2025 National Merit Scholarship Program. Will these 3 students come to stage? Phoenix Connick, Ali Chima, and Leon Liu. The 3 of them have been chosen out of all the students throughout the nation, and there's only 15,000 students throughout the nation, and 3 of them are from Montverde Academy. That's quite a testament to Montverde's academic program. Congratulations. Now, currently, colleges are beginning to announce their college-sponsored merit scholarships, and that's taken from the list of 6,700 students throughout the country. And I'm pleased to announce that one of our own, Phoenix Connick, has been selected to receive the National Merit University of Central Florida Scholarship. Congratulations, Phoenix. Now, Ms. Brahman, it's your turn.
I get the pleasure of announcing the first prize winner for our speech contest this year. And after the production that we just saw, I'm super glad that this individual made the choice that was made. So the winner this year of the speech contest is Eros Santos. Sanchez! Do you have a copy? Go to him first. You can go to him first so you can get your book, baby. Yep.
Hello, everybody. My name is Eros Sanchez. If our paths haven't crossed, I'm deeply sorry we never got to interact. And to those who have been a part of my journey throughout my time at Montverde Academy, thank you. Today, I wanted to share a story which I believe rings beyond true in the world we currently live in. As a young athletic boy growing up in the suburbs of Madrid, I was burdened with a simple yet life-altering decision. This decision is whether you're going to choose to play soccer or not. Playing soccer would bring popularity, friendship, and the respect of all the cool kids in the playground who were dying to shoot the ball. What else could a young Eros want? Well, I had different plans. I decided to pick up ballet shoes and a microphone because I simply thought being able to sing and dance my heart out was a more beautiful calling than having to kick and push other kids around while chasing after a ball. Unfortunately, I still got kicked. And not by a soccer ball hitting me in the face, but by my family and friends telling me I was making a girly decision and that I should be more of a real man and choose to play a sport. After that short attempt at breaking free from my loved ones' expectations, I decided to go right back to playing soccer. I played for the Atlético de Madrid youth team in Spain, and life was complete at last, or so I thought. It is said that life is lived in 7-year periods. I emigrated from the city that never sleeps in Spain to the city of sun in Florida, Miami. This change would not only bring a change of language and a way of living, but it would carry with it a piece of the soul of that 5-year-old who loved the feeling of being on the stage so much. In these next 7 years, I lived in 8 different houses and went through many schools, never feeling like I belonged anywhere. Throughout this time, I kept making choices that only made others happy, but forgot about what was going to make me happy. The difference was that this time the consequences didn't come in the shape of 6-year-old sexist Spanish boys, but in the faces of other kids like myself, trying so hard to be a square shape fitting into a circular hole. Then, I turned 14 and the 7 years were up. I moved to a completely different city and found the theater conservatory at Montverde Academy. My mother forced me to audition since she thought I should try something new. My audition was, to put it kindly, awful. Yet, the director saw something in me that nobody else had been able to see. That something being the shut down tears of the 5-year-old boy who had to pick a soccer ball over the ballet shoes and the microphone. I finally found my place in the world who had tried so hard to push the real me out of it. Since then, I have worked tirelessly to never accept the labels and constraints others try to put on me. I push myself to create a safe environment where I can love people for who they are on the inside and not for who they claim to be, for the simple pleasure of being liked by others. The theater has not only given me a place where I can have fun and have endless positive experiences, but has given me an outlet to prove to my father and everybody who ever tried to tell me I would be better off lifting weights and kicking a soccer ball that being my true self is way more than enough. Today, the ballet shoes and the microphone are nothing more than a reminder to the world and to myself that it's okay not to fit everyone's mold. I thank the theater walls every single day for giving me a home. And as I get ready to go off to college in pursuit of a musical theater BFA, I pray that 5-year-old me is smiling inside of me somewhere, ecstatic that his dream finally came true. What I want to leave with this is, please never allow anybody to tell you what you can or can't do. You decide your own fate. Allow your future sons to be a ballerina or a fashion designer, and your daughters to play with monster trucks and want to be president of the United States. We decide the future. And a future where we can inspire growth and change sounds like a future I want to be a part of. Thank you so much and have a beautiful night.
One of the things that makes Montverde Academy so unique is the fact that we can allow our students to follow their passions. So at this time, I would like to introduce our athletic director, Crystal Fieri, to the microphone.
Good evening. Before I begin, simply amazing. Congratulations, Eros, on that speech. It was beautiful. On behalf of the athletic department, I hope you had the opportunity to enjoy our athletic award ceremony that aired last night. If not, I encourage you to take some time to watch it. It's really a great way to relive the highlights and recognize the hard work of our students. Our teams had another successful year marked by growth, grit, and some unforgettable moments. From championship runs to humble acts of leadership, our Eagles have shown that they stand on our core values of excellence, accountability, growth, leadership, education, and sportsmanship. While I won't run through every accolade, I will say this. To all of our student athletes, Know that you've made us proud on and off the field. Thank you to you and your families for your commitment to excellence and for representing our school with heart and integrity. Thank you to our teachers and our staff for the numerous ways you support our student athletes in the classroom, on the sidelines, and in their overall growth. And then to our dedicated coaches and athletic staff, thank you for your countless hours, unwavering commitment, and mentorship you've given our student athletes all along the way this year. Now I'd like to take a moment to spotlight two exceptional student athletes. The Scholar Athlete Award goes to one male and one female who have truly balanced both worlds, performing at the highest levels academically and athletically. These students lead with consistency, humility, and quiet excellence. Please join me in recognizing this year's Scholar Athletes, our female Scholar Athlete, senior volleyball player Evie DeClerc, and our male Scholar Athlete, senior weightlifter Rishi Gandhi.
Mr. Walter Eckstein, our Dean of Students, was unable to attend tonight. However, he provided the following reflections, which will serve as a quick overview of the year in student life. The upper school students had so many incredible achievements over the course of the year. We so frequently hear of our students who have received accolades for their achievements at regional, state, national, or international levels that it almost seems normal. Well, I want to emphasize tonight that this is anything but normal. It is extraordinary. Tonight, we celebrate the diverse group of students represented here, and for the crucial role they all play in making the school so memorable, in making Montverde Academy such a special place. Every one of them is a piece that makes up the beautiful tapestry of MBA. We want to thank every student who has made an impact daily by giving their best in the classroom, on the sports field, on stage, in the dorms, while out and about on campus, or while enjoying student events. The description, "never a dull moment," is what makes MBA special, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Please join me as we show our admiration and gratitude to the students of Montverde Academy's Upper School and the dedication of the staff and the faculty who supports them on a daily basis. Ms. Kaufman has joined me because we have the pleasure of recognizing the Boarders of the Year. We will have two awardees tonight. For the female outstanding boarder, this student has been in our residential program for 3 years. For the male outstanding boarder, this student has been a part of the residential program for 2 years. This year, I believe we have 230 residential students, so to stand out is awesome. Our female outstanding boarder, Lourdes de Silva Costa. And our male outstanding boarder, Eli Zivi.
Throughout the past few years, we've had wonderful representation as people come into the upper school and get greeted. And, that's so important. We want the upper school to reception area to represent who we are. A community, all right, who loves to work with our students and engage with our families. A couple weeks ago, Ms. Abreu told us that she's going to be staying home and taking care of some family members. So at this time, we'd like to recognize her and all the work that she's done. She's been such a warm face in our upper school. So Nida, come on up. Montverde Academy expresses its heartfelt gratitude to Karen Hall for her unwavering dedication and exemplary service throughout her remarkable 25-year career. Karen began her journey at Montverde Academy on August 8, 2000, as the Assistant Dean of the Upper School and the Upper School receptionist. As the upper school developed, her role evolved, leading to her position as our school registrar today. As Montverde Academy honors Karen Hall for 25 years of dedicated service, we recognize her profound impact on our community. Her unwavering commitment, professionalism, and passion for education have not only shaped the life of our countless students, but has inspired her colleagues. Karen Hall. The Academy gets the pleasure of every year of recognizing its top students. This year, to say it was easy would be a lie. This class of 2025 has been unlike any class that I've ever seen. Usually our valedictorian comes in at about a 4.5. I think we had about 6 people in this class above a 4.5 cumulative GPA. The valedictorian and salutatorian from the graduating class each year are determined from the following criteria: attendance at Montverde for 2 years, high grade point average, national scores on the PSAT, SAT, and AP exams, no major discipline and honor violations, amount of community service that they render, and involvement in extracurricular activities. Our salutatorian had 14 APs and a 4.56 grade point average, was a member of the Montverde Tennis Academy. JP Fortes Ribeiro, come forward. Our valedictorian, I don't know how, but had 19 advanced placement classes and 2 dual enrollment classes. If you do the math, okay, and those count as college credits, 3 credits per class, all right, we're talking about 60 credits leaving Mount Vernon and going to the University of Florida next year. This time, I'd like to recognize our valedictorian, Ali Chima. At the end of each year, upper school faculty are asked to vote for a colleague who has placed the highest standards of their profession in their classroom. Someone who has placed great energy into their teaching, has used multiple resources to teach, provided a comfortable learning environment, varies their teaching strategies, is prepared, responds effectively to students' inquiries, holds the highest standards in the delivery of their teaching method, and most of all, has inspired the learning process. The recipient shall receive a $1,000 stipend towards a professional development activity of their choice. Please join me in congratulating our Algebra 2 honors teacher, Erica Polakowski, as the 2000. It's been quite a year. I'd be remiss if I didn't start with or finish with a few closing remarks, but I want to first of all thank our upper school administrative assistant for all of her dedication in the preparation and execution of this event and for all of her hard work this year. That's Miss Marla Parker. We are also thrilled to announce that over 500 exceptional students in our upper school earned citizenship awards during the 2024-25 school year. These dedicated individuals received their medals during their advisory period. Additionally, our esteemed outgoing Head of School Leadership Institute members were already recognized with their HLI pens. Tomorrow night, we'll celebrate our top cum laude inductees from the class of 25 at our prestigious baccalaureate event. Class of 2025, we eagerly anticipate celebrating your achievements this weekend during the baccalaureate and commencement ceremonies. Thank you for making the school year an extraordinary journey filled with joy, intense learning, and unforgettable moments. To our 9th through 11th graders, best of luck on your exams. We can't wait to see what amazing things are coming your way in 25-26. Enjoy the wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us at our Upper School Honors Night. Thank you.